Yeah. Oh, what is this? What was that? I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. That's okay. Got to keep it kid friendly. Huh?
We'll roar like true British sailors, we'll rant and we'll roar across the salt sea till we strike soundings in the channel of old England from Ushant to Scilly is 34
Hey folks, Pat here. Welcome back. Hope you've had a great summer. I've had a pretty productive summer playing with trains, catching some fish, things like that. So, but it's time to get back to some war here. And didn't see any really cool Pacific War games come up. And so Dad told me to take the boat over to the pond. And I told him that the pond was for old ladies. He said, humor the old man. I said, okay, fine. I'll go over to the pond here. And so we're back with War on the Sea. And I've been watching a couple guys play this Atlantic campaign. And I am kind of intrigued by it. I used to play old GNBNA, you know, this seems like it kind of fits the bill, and so let's go ahead and rock this one out here. I want to play as the British, though. I want to play as the Royal Navy because, well, killing Nazis is always fun, but. And don't take any offense by that. I mean, I've had a lot of German students over the years. I love my German students and all my German friends and things like that, but I'm going to kill your ancestors. This one. With the British, because, you know, every David needs his Goliath, and I'd rather play as Goliath on this one. And so here we go. Now, this mod seems pretty interesting, and I was checking out the museum here to see exactly what was in this, and there are a ton of models in this one that are just absolutely fantastic. Um, Although it is the North Atlantic, and so it's not very sunny and pleasant, but whatever. So, but anyway, I was looking through some of these here, and these are just absolutely amazing models that they've gotten here with some of the British heavy cruisers. Yeah, there we go. So we remember you, my friend. Yeah, we got all kinds of these guys in here. And let's see, who else we got here? York class heavy cruiser, county class, York. No. I was looking for the battle cruisers. These are just absolutely beautiful models. So here's Repulse. Oh, yeah. You're going to go ahead and get some use out of you, sister. So, although, you know what? I was looking at this. I didn't realize that she only had 6 of these. 15 inches here, and the same thing with the Renown. Look at this model, though. This is just absolutely bananas. Great. Can't wait to use it against the Germans. And then, of course, here's everybody's favorite. HMS Hood. Yes, we will try and get a little bit more service out of her. So with her 8 15-inch mounts, and oh my gosh, yes. No, can't wait. So she's pretty fast too, man. We'll go ahead and chase down some Germans with this. And of course we've got the large girthy girls here. Well, we got Revenge. These are the old school ones. And let's see, we got Royal Sovereign, Ramillies. Royal Oak is missing from this list, which means we're probably starting a little later than I thought. Let's see. But yes, we got that. The QE, Warspite. Warspite is going to be our flagship in this one. We're going to go use her to... Well, we used her to quite great effect in my last War in the Sea series while she was on sabbatical over in Australia. So, but we'll put her to good work here as well. Same thing with... what else we got? King George V. So we should have 4 of these, at least. King George V's, Prince of Wales. Got different models on these? Ooh, looks like we do. Oh, no, we don't. Well, let's just wait and see. Oh, here we go. Here's Duke of York. Slightly different model. Yes. Okay. Oh, man. Yes. Go put some 14-inch shells on the Germans here. Let's do it. So, and then we should have Rodney and Nelson here as well. Oh, man. I can't wait to use these guys. I have never actually seen these ships in action, and so I am kind of stoked about that. We might have to build a test group just around one or two of these too. You never know. So, but then the other thing is the British have absolutely fantastic carriers. Not this one. Easy does it, buddy. Easy does it. So, and then we've got, oh, yeah, yeah, we learned a couple lessons from the Japanese here, did we? So, but this one, Ark Royal, oh man, I love this ship. So, I love this ship's lines. What do we got for planes on here? We got dive bombers, Fulmar fighters, and swordfish. So, we're going to use some rickety ass swordfish to sink things. And then we also have Illustrious here, too. Yes, can't wait. Can't wait to actually put some of these guys into action. There are only two of these in class, Illustrious and Formidable. Do we have different models? No. So, but that is absolutely cool. That, oh no, we do. We do have another one here. Cool. And so we have early war and late war models here. Oh, I love them. Look at all the mounts on this thing. Love it. What do we got for planes on you? Hurricanes, Albacore, torpedo bombers. Look a little rickety, but torpedoes actually British. We're going to be using British torpedoes. I am so excited. So any carrier that's carrying Mark 14 torpedoes is not our problem in this game. So, but anyway. Oh yeah, then Eagle. Yeah, okay, fine. So then we got all kinds of transports. What is an AE? I don't even know what that is. So my guess is that we're gonna have to bring a lot of merchies over from Canada, Halifax, and America in order to actually help the British out in this campaign. So we'll have to see. I'll have to get familiar with a bunch of these guys. I've played a couple Atlantic War games over the years, but it's been a long time, so I'm not nearly as familiar with the ships and their configs, their strengths and weaknesses, and so I'm going to need you guys' help on this one a little bit, especially those of you like from the continent and from the islands and things like that who can help me out with this quite a bit because I'm sorry, the ocean here is just dark and angry. I don't really know that much about it. So, but oh yeah. Yeah, we got tons of these dudes in here. Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure all this stuff out. ACVs, really. Okay. Anyway. But then we also have a little bit of help from our buddies here. A little bit more familiar with some of these guys. So just because I've seen you guys in the South Pacific in the past. Yep. So Perth. Yep. Oz. Good to see you again, girlfriend. So we'll let you stay where you belong, man. So, but we'll find some use to bring in people here and Canadians. What do we got here? Got a couple destroyers. Couple merchies. Yeah, my guess is they're going to be spending a lot of time dodging U-boats in this one, so we're going to have to kind of get our fingers around everything. And we got Frenchies here, Saphir class submarine. I don't plan on using too many submarines. What is this? Who did that? what are the 2 8-inch guns? Okay. Why? Actually, you know what? I think I've seen a video on this thing. You guys actually put this in the game, huh? Okay. Vichy France. Vive la France with our cruiser submarine, huh? What do we got here? We got no radar. We got a little bit of sonar. Well, we get some boobos on you, huh? Okay, all right. Well, why not, man? All right, so that's the French, and we got Dutch here too. Some of these guys I'm a little bit more familiar with. Not so much the submarines, but let's see what else we got here. Gunboats. Yeah. Destroyers. Here's Java. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if she's actually going to play a part in this campaign. She should be down in her namesake area, but whatever. Yeah, we'll see. Man, you got a lot of models in here. We got Norwegians too. Submarines, submarines. Man, that's interesting. Some destroyers. How are we doing on armaments here? 4.13? Yeah, I think we can probably do a little bit better. Some of the British submarines or destroyers. Okay, cool. We got some poles here too. Nice. Okay. 4.7 inch, 48 depth charges. Do we got sonar? Yep. Got no radar though. Okay. Witcher? The Witcher class? We might have to get one of those just for funsies. Burza. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. And then, of course, we got all our Americans here. Oh, well, there's No Boat. Hey, No Boat. What you doing? What you doing over here? Yeah, Tuscaloosa. Probably the only one. Although, yeah, Vincennes was over here too for a little bit. Should have Wichita. Yeah, if we want a machine gun. Well, no. That's Wichita. Brooklyn. Yeah, we could put a Brooklyn or two into the fight here and just machine gun the Germans to death. I don't think you can use any of these guys for a little while though. We got New York and probably Texas here. Oh, sorry. USS Texas. Yeah, do we have Tejas? We do have Tejas. But again, probably not see them for a little while. So, at least not till 9. Well, we got North Carolina too. And Washington. Both of them were actually in Iceland for a little bit before they went through the canal and went to go fight the Japanese to great effect. But I doubt. Do we have any carriers? Do we have any U.S. carriers? We do. We have the Ranger. Old school. What do we got here? Dauntlesses, Devatators, Wildcats. Okay. Do we have any others? No, don't do that. Why did I lose that? Here we go. Do we have another one? We have York. Actually, I don't think York was in the area, but Hornet was for a little bit. Maybe. What's our plane loadout here? Dauntlesses and Devatators. Well, we know that these guys are needed elsewhere. So, and Wasp. Wasp was here for a little bit. Let's see. We do not have my outboard elevator on the Wasp. That's okay. Do we have any Essex class? No, we don't. Okay, fine. That's okay. All right, let's check out the Germans here. See what we got. All the U-boats. All the U-boats. There we go. Type 7. That's the early one. Here's the B. And the Charlie. Yeah, quite a few of these. We're going to see quite a few of these guys. And the 41 upgrade. Nice. Got all the guns. Looks like we got the guns. Type 9. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be seeing quite a few of you guys, too. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a U-boat war, which might get a little boring, but I'm kind of curious to see what they actually do with their surface ships. So we've got little auxiliaries here. These guys might show up. Anti-submarine. Do we have any sensors? We have got no radar on these guys. Didn't think so. Not until we get up to the... Oh, we're going to have torpedo boats to deal with. Cool. How many torpedoes these guys carry? 2. So, hit and run, huh? Okay. All kinds of torpedo boats here. What about you? How many torpedoes you got? You got 6. So again, hit and run. Probably no armor on these guys. Nope. So we'll be able to fight them with destroyers. So, but they should have the 1934 and the 36 destroyers. The Z destroyers. These are great, great ships. I used to use these when I played GNBNA quite a bit on hit and run missions. We'll see if they're smart enough to do that. Yeah, here are the modern ones. Yeah, nice. Very cool ships, very clean lines. So, pretty dangerous. Yeah, pretty dangerous. So, we might be seeing a few of those. We have Emden here. If we see her, we'll sink her. Goinsburg. It's Kingstown class light cruiser. Should only be one of those cold. Yep. And Leipzig. We might see these guys. Never know. Never know. But pretty dangerous with the torpedoes. German torpedoes are fantastic. So fortunately, British torpedoes are really good too. So we're gonna go ahead and like do some torpedo fights. Nuremberg, same thing. Yeah, with the colored mounts. Never understood why they did this. So maybe some of you guys know. Don't know why they did that. So let's see. We should have. Here we go. Admiral Scheer. So Germany. What is it? Panzerschiff. With 11-inch guns, 6-inch. Slow though, 28 knots. Yeah, you can definitely run them down. Definitely run them down a little bit with heavy cruisers, if not battle cruiser 2. Let's see, is Graf Spee here? No, she is not. Nope, she is not. Interesting. And then, of course, Hipper. Excellent cruiser. Absolutely beast of a ship. Be more than happy to introduce her to the bottom of the ocean. In time. But dangerous, too. So, fortunately, there's only one of them. Well, and Prince Eugen, that would be the other one. Blucher should be here, too. Nope. 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 Okay, so we only have 2 of those. Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. Yeah, so when this thing appears somewhere, that's when we call out the Royal Navy to go put this thing on the bottom of the ocean. You and your sister. Because dangerous, dangerous and angry. Yeah. Oh, what is this? What was that? I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. That's okay. Got to keep it kid friendly. Huh? That's okay. We'll go ahead and sink you too. And thank you too. And then of course we get to Deutschland class. Oh, they got these little Oh, these are so cute. Oh, how fast do these guys go? 19 knots. Nice. What's the armor on these things? I'm kind of curious. Not great. How many of these they got? They got two. And Schleichwig Holstein. Yeah, got it. Okay, fine. But then we get to. There we go. That's the prize. That's the prize. We're going to put this on the bottom of that eventually. So we will get it. We will get it. And I'm going to piss you guys all off by sinking it with a whole bunch of torpedoes from a whole bunch of destroyers or swordfish. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go ahead and we'll do the full gunfight when this thing actually shows up. And of course, your sister, too. You are the encore. We will sink you too as soon as you show up, which probably won't be until the game's almost done, but whatever. So that's okay. Let's see what else we got here. Auxiliary cruisers. Oh, you guys gonna get a little feisty with torpedoes and some guns here, huh? Okay, we'll watch for you and your friends. A seaplane tender. Okay, we'll sink that too. Whatever. What do you got for planes? ABV 138B Scout. I'm not familiar with this. Looks like a jacked up P-38. Whatever. So then we got little Murchies here. Little baby Murchies. Not familiar with German Murchies. So do they have guns? Yeah, little guns. Okay. All right. Do they have the Oilers? What were they? The resupply ships. Well, they got quite a few of these, so that's interesting. Got a couple Oilers. Those look really familiar. What was it? The Narvik and whatever? I can't remember the two resupply ships. Ooh, do they have the milk cows? Ooh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know which are which. So you guys are going to have to help me out with that. So anyway, we got Italians here. Yeah, Italians. What do we got? We got submarine. We got a submarine. We got another submarine. Leonardo da Vinci class. Cool. Can't remember all those names. Won't try. A couple more submarines. Do we have the Italian Navy in this? No, we do not. All right, so we're not going to have to worry about the Italians too much. What about the Japanese? Clicky, clicky. Nope, 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 Japanese. All right, so we won't have to worry about those guys. That's okay. We took care of them already. So, anyway, these are great models, and whoever did all these, they're absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of variety in the ships and different capabilities and stuff like that, but let's go ahead and jump into the game here, shall we? So this is going to be a short video tonight because we're going to have to check out the campaign, the Campagna. Battle of the Atlantic, Britain stands alone. With France fallen and shadows invade, blah, 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 plot crap. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no, those are my old ones. Let's go ahead and start a new one, shall we? Here we go. See what we're going to have to do. Alright, so Europe fallen under the Axis heel. Britain now stands as the last bastion of freedom in the West. Cool. You guys are up to the challenge. Lifeblood of our nation. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, are we singing German music in the background? Great. Oh no, that's British. My bad. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah. Plot crap, plot crap. Okay, here we go. Charged with holding this line, using Boston, Halifax, Liverpool, and Gibraltar was to protect our convoys at all costs, establish significant bases, Southampton and Plymouth, protect convoys, deny the enemy Blah, blah, blah. Fortify key locations, Southampton and Plymouth. Those are in Britain. Level 5 airfields. Use those as shields. Okay. We like air power. We're going to use it. Take control of the Azores. Okay. Maintain control of Reykjavik, Southampton, and Plymouth. So that means the Germans are going to go after these 3 spots. Resupply your warships. Blah, blah, blah. 50 supplies. Okay. Lost aircraft. 2 fuel, 2 engineering, 10 supplies. Cool. Batches of 10. Requiring multiple clicks to unload the entire cargo. Well, that's cool. So you're just not going to dump it all. That's a nice change. Yeah, okay. Sea lanes are open at 200 ships sunk. Well, the Germans don't have 200 ships sunk, so that's not my problem. Weekly shipments of men will now flow to Biggin Hill to represent wartime supply routes. Not sure what that means. Biggin Hill, it should be London, right? Check out the rules here. So let's see. Here we go. Yep, that's us. That's them. You don't matter. You don't matter. Friendly home ports: Liverpool, Halifax, Boston, and Gibraltar. 5 and 5. $296 dues to start. 750 troops per week per each of these. So that's 1,500 troops a week that come from North America, and 450 supplies. 900 supplies. And then same thing out of Gibraltar. So we're going to have to run convoys from Gibraltar too. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Here's North America. Here's Boston. We got airplanes there. I wonder if these guys actually fight. Out of here we got Cats and B-17s. Nice. Good for recon. Probably can't make it that far though. Endurance 1305 nautical miles. Yeah, we got a bit of a gap here. That's not really good. What about you? Up here. We got Cats out of here. 658. We need to up this. Get more Cats out of here. What was that? 658. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have a little bit of a problem right about here. Huh. Azores, I don't know how much that fixes that. Let's go check out Gibraltar down here. What do we got down here? Wellingtons. 652. Full Mars. I'm not really familiar with this plane that much. I'm sure I will be. Doesn't carry no torpedoes. And these guys don't carry no depth charges. What about you guys? You guys carry nothing. How many troops? We got 1,000 troops here. Oh, we got no planes here. Lame. We're gonna have to fix that. Let's go down here and check out the home islands, shall we? Up here we got Sunderlands. These guys can... Endurance 386? What? Really? What if I put them on recon? 772. That should be enough to cover... Okay, that's enough to cover the North Sea. Swordfish. 152 with 1 torpedo. God dang, that's nothing, man. Look at that. Eee! This is right here. Lame. Air ops now available. No. Pause that. Pause that. There we go. Now I'm curious. What do we got here? Some bow fighters. Hurricanes. What do you guys carry? Nothing. Spitfires. What do you get? You guys carry nothing too. Lame. So just on Recon 508, that's enough to cover everything in here. Yeah, okay. We got here Hurricanes and Spitfires. We got here Fulmars. 203 with HE bombs. Okay. Yeah, we need to upgrade these airfields for sure. And this here, Wellingtons. Okay, we got Wellingtons. What do you guys carry? Bombs. 652, that covers everything. Londonderry. Scuba Mark II. I don't know what this is. What does it carry? Bombs. Okay. All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but we get 1,500 troops a week out of these. We gotta get those over here because the Germans are gonna attack this and this and Reykjavik up here. And eventually we have to take this. Or we could leave this out here as bait because that's a whole bunch of ocean between here and there. Yeah, where we could sink Nazis. Which is kind of the idea. So, but we're going to have to be like really careful about how we construct our convoys, especially in the beginning until we get enough air cover up. So it's only 1940. So what is it? July 1940. So we've got, what, a year and a half before we can bring in American ships and their Billy Badass carriers and stuff like that. I don't know what the Germans are going to do here. I don't know if they're actually going to send out. I don't know how the AI is constructed in this mod. So my guess is if it's based upon the game AI, they will go after the things that they can go after, which would be this, possibly this. 1,200 troops, 800 troops, 1,000 troops, and I can't march troops between these two things, if I'm not mistaken. They can't hit this because it's on land. Base integrity, supply troop ratio. I don't know. I'm going to have to see exactly how that works. How do I supply that? Or does it just build up over time? So where I can actually build a new insufficient resources upgrade. Maybe it just builds up enough troops and engineering over time where that actually turns into a base. Let's check out my rules again. Here real quick. Rules. Well, that's not one of my home ports, so I don't know. I don't know how I get stuff to that. Maybe I just have to ship it there. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So, but my guess is that I'm going to have to ship stuff from here to here and here. And so our first priority is probably to build up a pretty decent convoy loop around here that can actually like keep these from getting taken. Because they've only got 1,000 troops in a piece. I mean, it will take the Germans quite a bit of time, I would think, to actually build up a fleet that could actually land on one of those two things. But I don't know. It's 1940. So Sea Lion is still theoretically a thing. I don't know. So, but I got $200 and I get $300 dues to play with. And so I'm going to think about it for a day or two here before I post up another video. Yeah, strategies down in the comments. Help me out here a little bit. We way overpower them in terms of like the naval resources that we can bring to bear because I doubt they can actually buy, some of the heavier units. And even if they did, we would just like Zerg swarm them with with destroyers. So I don't know if they're going to be willing to do that. But I'm kind of curious. My guess is that they're probably going to barf out an absolutely like insane amount of submarines out here to try and hit that open sea lanes thing. But I'm not quite sure. So we're going to have to wait and see. So anyway, I need a couple of suggestions on like what exactly should be my first couple task groups before we actually light this candle here, and what should be my overall strategy. My current strategy, or at least what I'm thinking, is they have to take this too, so let's kind of let them do it and let them soak, like keep pumping resources out here and turn the convoy game against them. So, because, I mean, as long as we defend these two things, then they don't really have that much choice to go down here or to go up and over here. And that gives us a whole bunch of ocean to work with. Unlike this down here, which we probably need to secure first. So, but anyway, that's my initial thought. Let me think about it for a day or two, and let me soak up what you guys have to say about it, and let's see exactly how this goes. Anyway, I am excited to play another series of War on the Sea here, because I know what all the buttons do. And I kind of have a feel for like how air combat, sea combat, and surface combat and anti-submarine combat works. So we'll see. We're kind of beyond the rudimentary elements of this game here, and so let's try and get decent strategy together and try and actually shut down the Germans before the Americans actually get in the war. So I guess that'll be my goal. So let's sink the entire German Navy before Pearl Harbor happens. So I think that's a good goal. So let's go ahead and stick with it. Anyway, questions, comments, concerns, bang, bang, bang. You guys know where those things go. If you're new to the series, you know what you need to do if you want to keep up with it. But it's good to see you all again. I hope your summer's going well. I'm looking forward to a decent fall here with a little bit of naval fights going on. And so happy to bring you along with me. And we'll be back here pretty quick. So take care. Have a good night. See you soon. Bye.